All right. So, as I like to say with these things, as long as everything is working the way that it should be working, we are now live. So, hello and welcome to everyone who is watching the Written in Melanin channel. Wherever this day may have found you, I'm so glad that you are here. Hopefully, this is working because YouTube for sure said that this was an error. So, let me make sure that this is actually working. What? Can y'all see me? Hear me? Is this working? Hello? Let me know because YouTube is saying that there's an error. So if there's not, we can keep going. But yeah. This is, you know what? It says it's live. You know what? We're going to keep going. Show must go on, as they say. As they say. Okay, cool. Cool. I just had to make sure because one thing that I did not want to do was just be sitting here and talking to myself and thinking that I'm getting a whole stream going. And it's just like, yeah, Chelsea, you're out here really talking to yourself. Good luck with that. So, that being said, hello, welcome. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you're having a wonderful, amazing, lovely morning. It is Monday, so I am at full energy today. And y'all... I need y'all to know that Dabble is being funny because I looked at my word count for today, y'all. It's ridiculous. This is my fault. I did it to myself. At this point, I don't know if I'm gonna hit my deadline because I'm gonna show y'all what Dabble says, right? So this is what Dabble says my word count needs to be for today. Let me close out. Y'all see this number? They talk about you need some 12,000 words. That's not happening today. That is not happening on this God-given day of March 20th, 2023. Okay? No way, no how. So I'm going to be working as hard as I can to adjust and get everything done that I need to get done. But it's been interesting because, yeah, I'll get into that. Let me say hello because I'm all over the place this morning. But hello to everyone who came in. Laya is here. Ashley is here. Benjamin is here. Essie is here. The Writers Guild is here. Hello. Welcome, y'all. I hope y'all are having a fabulous morning. I think I said that, but I still mean it. So hope you're thriving wherever you are. So yeah. I have 2 days left. Like tomorrow is my deadline, my personal deadline for myself to finish We Are Dying Gods. And it has been interesting because, okay, so last stream I told y'all that I was cleaning up what I wrote. So that was Thursday. I was cleaning up what I wrote so that I could send it over to Benjamin so that I could, get his opinion on it, make sure we're moving in the right direction, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, Benjamin read it. And he was like, yeah, nah, homie, this ain't it. And I was like, okay. And so I tried to rewrite it. So I spent almost all weekend, like some of Friday, because if y'all were in Amanda's stream, then I popped in for a little bit, but I wasn't feeling well on Friday. So basically Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday, I was just like checked out. She was just like, we're going to rest, we're going to drink water, and we're going to take naps. Took a lot of naps because I was just like, I just need to rest, recover, take care of myself, yada, yada, yada. But in the meantime, in between time, I was just like, yeah, so, how am I going to fix this chapter? So Sunday morning when I was feeling a little bit better, I was just like, okay, I'm going to try to rewrite this chapter and we are going to try to get some words in, figure out what direction we want to move in. And as I was working on it, I was just like, bruh, I don't know because it's the end. I'm like, there are a lot of things that have to be set up. And so I'm like, I literally cannot write the other chapters until I get this one chapter correct. And so I was just like, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know what we're going to do. It was like, I don't want to say high stress because I literally got to a point like bump it. The book will be done when it's done. But I was just like, we have to figure this out. So basically, long story short, I have decided that I'm just going to rework the chapter that I already have because that chapter in and of itself was like 5,000 some odd words. It was long. It was long, but it was dense. And I was just like, if I take this out, there's so many other things that I would have to figure out another way to introduce into the story. And like I said, we're like in game at this point. So I'm like, I don't really want to have to add like another 6 chapters in order to get all this information in. So we're going to have to make this work. So that is what I'm working. That was a very long-winded way to tell you that's what I'm working on today. I want to try to rework this chapter and get things right because, bruh, the stress. Yeah, she's not built for it. But yeah, how was y'all's weekend? Did you write? Did you accomplish things? What are you working on today? What are you trying to, what are you trying to conquer? Conquer the world, as they say. Let's see here. La came in. Hello, good morning. Ash is here. Good day. Let's see here. Glad you got some rest. Yeah, y'all, I really needed the rest. And this is your reminder to take care of yourself because as a writer, because we're sitting at our desks a lot, it's easy to feel like, oh, I'm not doing a lot. But really, like that mental like fatigue will really catch up to you and just be like, yeah, nah, you need to take a break, like a real break. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'm always saying, to stretch, breathe, drink your water and such. That's important, but also like remember to give yourself time to breathe and to like actually rest and decompress from what it is that you're working about to not stress about what you have to accomplish because that stress will make you sick, bruh. For real. So, yeah. Let's see here. Didn't write it all yesterday. I needed a break. Yes. Take breaks when you need them. That's what I'm saying. Didn't write all weekend. I need to write words that I didn't do over the weekend. I also have some editing I need to get done. Yeah, but same boat. Like I said, I am gonna try to get this chapter accomplished and then I am going to sorry, I have a lot on my plate today, you guys. This week is like super busy for me and so I'm like trying to multitask. So if you see me like over here looking into spaces because like, oh, a message and email came through that I kind of need to be like, oh, this is what this is. This can either wait or this needs to be handled like right now. So that being said, the first sprint will be at 10 after. So make sure you are doing what you need to do to get prepared. Y'all, like I said, if you just came in, this is my word count that Dabble says that I need to get done for today. We are not aiming for that. And having it on screen gives me so much anxiety because I'm like, things are going to be a little crazy, especially since we're towards the end of the book. So I am not going to have my word count up on stream today, but obviously I'm going to be leaving the keyboard up. So, that being said, I'm excited. I'm really excited to get this done. I am really nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna hit my personal deadline of like having this book done by tomorrow, but we will see. There are not necessarily a whole lot of scenes left in the book at this point. I just need to like get things organized and cleaned up and get them done. So let's see here. Margaret came in. Hello, good morning. I hope that you are thriving. Let's see here. She said, like the stream. So like the stream, y'all. If you're here, I can see that you're here. Go ahead and like the stream. Just tap the like button. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you. And if it does, let me know. Let me know and I will file a complaint with YouTube myself. But yeah. I had to rewrite this chapter because one character that's in it has to be moved around. So that's what I'm working on today. Got you. That is, we'll come back to that. Y'all don't let me forget to talk about characters and where they're placed in stories in the next break, okay? But we are 10 minutes after the hour. And I don't have the weekends counted either, Ash. This is for me not writing on this is me not getting my word count on Thursday and Friday. That's why my word count is so high. But yeah. Anyway, 10 minutes after the hour. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Chelsea. I write books about Black girls who aren't all that nice. I'm working on my second book in my series, We Are Dying Gods. And the way this works is I'm going to put some chill hop on in the background. The timer over here is going to have 30 minutes on the clock because we work in 30-minute sprints over here. And my timer does not make a sound, so once you hear me talking to you again, that is going to be it. Come back, check in with everybody. Let us know how you were doing. That being said, we're going to get into this. So, happy sprinting, everyone.
two, one.
right, folks, that is it for that first sprint. So let us know what you did, how you did, all of the good stuff. So, um, as for me, I am actually not doing too bad. So far, so good. I've been working through the chapter that I had to change or whatever, and because of how I rewrote a previous aspect of it, I actually just ended up like fleshing out one of the characters a lot more. And so I was just like, oh, I don't have to actually get rid of it. So I'm kind of like adding a little bit of connective tissue so that I can actually use both aspects of what I wrote. So hopefully it'll give a little bit more depth to the story. And yeah, we'll see. And also it'll help add to one of the characters that I'm writing, which I'm really excited about. Because just like in general, one of the things that I wanted to like try to do in this book is show more of Brandy's like relationships outside of like just, Jack, Sarah, and Noble. So there are more characters in this book, and I'm really having fun like writing this interaction. I think it's very much needed. Very much needed. But yeah, let me know how you guys did. And yeah. So far so good. Let's see here. Took time to settle in and reply to some emails I have been procrastinating. That I feel you. I feel you. I feel like emails are like one of those things you really and truly like. You have to have the mental bandwidth to tackle them. It's just like I want to send the email, but also I am not prepared to send the email. Let's see here. Did you got a new setup? Very nice. Yeah. So let me know how you guys feel about the break time. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm vain, but I was also like, I don't know. I feel like it made sense to have like my video be larger while we're doing the break since like we're talking and we're chatting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I thought it was nifty, but let me know. Let's see here. Last said I wrote almost a full page and did some work on the side as well. Awesome. Love that. Let's see here. I said, love when you can connect the pieces and not get rid of previous work. Yeah. So this is literally prime example of why I always say to keep a graveyard, because honestly, all I did was drag the chapter back out of my graveyard into the story. And even though like my word count today is like 12,000, technically I already have 4,500 words of that 12,000 goal. So it's definitely not wasted, not lost. So yeah, we keep things and we work it out. And I don't know, I think also something that's really like important that I know, but I'm always having to like constantly be reminded of it. It's just like taking a break sometimes is the best way to deal with your story, because sometimes you get so close to it, is so like hyper focused on how do I fix this, that you can't see the forest for the trees, And I feel like taking 3 days basically off from the story and then like coming back to it with a fresh set of eyes, in my mind I'm just like, oh yeah, I can keep what I've already written and then add this and just yada, yada, yada. And it's just like a problem that literally before took me all week and like I agonized over it for like a full 7 days. I sat down and like in like 5 minutes, I was just like, oh yeah, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. And it's wild. It's wild. Let's see here. Got jewelry on the first layer of resin. Almost done with these girls. Ooh, love it. Sounds good. But yeah. Oh, we were talking about character placement before we started the sprint. And something that I kind of have been thinking about a lot recently, especially with book 2, because the characters are moving a lot more in this book. Like in the first book, they were moving very much like as a unit, and in this book, because there are so many moving pieces to what's happening, they're more separated, because one of the things that is really important to me, right, as a writer, is just kind of like, again, if I say that someone's an assassin, if I say that someone is capable, I want them to be capable. So one of the things with the Wrath of the Gods as a whole is like a lot of the main cast, they're assassins. Like they have worked for the queendom. Like that's literally their backstory. So for me, when I am writing stuff into the book, I'm like, okay, if they're capable, they don't need to be moving as like a group unit all the time. Like they would be way more efficient moving on their own. And so one of the things that I wanted to write into this book is just like there are a lot more of them just like moving on their own. Like you have a task, go accomplish it. And it's just like, yeah. Yeah, like we're all contributing to the goal, but it doesn't really help if we're all doing the same thing at the same time, you know? So trying to get that with a nice balance of, you know, remembering who is where and when they need to come back together, like where are they and how did they get here, and like the how information is being, you know, transferred and spread or whatever. I don't know what word I'm looking for right now, but like how they're basically keeping in touch with each other, and when and why they're coming into scenes with each other, because it's not like, oh yeah, they're just in the next room, you know. So that's something that I don't know, I pay attention to personally, but I don't know if that's just like a me thing. But I've had a lot more of it in this book because it's just like, okay, you know, Brandy needs to talk to Jack. Where is Jack? You know, like Sarah needs to talk to Noble. Where is Noble? Where is he? Like, how do we get these two people in a scene together? So yeah, that's kind of where my mind has been at for a lot of this book. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like every time you write a book, you learn something new from it, you know? But yeah, and yeah, we love a good fix, and the time off definitely helped. It definitely helped. So I highly recommend. And also, reminder, free reminder to stretch, breathe, drink some water, do whatever it is that you need to do. I have tea in my cup for right now, but y'all know that 12 o'clock, I'm probably going to take a break and go get some food and water. So I'll probably re-up at some point during this next sprint. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. Also, question for you guys. How do y'all feel about morally gray characters? Because I was scrolling TikTok before I started the stream today. And one of the things that someone that I follow mentioned is how, like, basically morally gray characters a lot more are becoming more just like, oh, they're really attractive, right? Like they have a high sex appeal, but they're not actually morally gray. And so from y'all's perspective, what is a morally gray character? Because I feel like I write morally gray characters because it's just like my characters are assassins and they will 100% get rid of someone and make them past tense to like solve a problem, right? So, and one of the things about being morally gray that the TikTok pointed out is just like you have to have a person doing a good thing for the wrong reasons or doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, right? And so I guess some of these books are not out here meeting those requirements, but they're calling them morally gray. And the TikTok, it just tickled me because they were basically like, y'all are just writing bad people. Like there's nothing morally gray about them. They're attractive, but they're bad. Like they're evil. They're just straight up evil. And I'm just like, that tickled me so bad. Because I was really thinking about my characters and I was just like, well, yeah, Brandy has like within the book like gotten rid of people for reasons, and I'm just kind of like, she's not above it either. She's not above doing it again. No one's above doing it again. So it's just kind of like, yeah. Wonder what makes someone morally great, and what makes a good morally great character is my question. You know? All of my characters are typically morally gray, which is probably something I need to work on. I don't think it's something you need to work on. I feel like people are complicated. Like regular people are complicated, and therefore characters should be complicated if they are well written. Because one of the things, okay, this is a rant, right? But one of the things that I absolutely cannot stand with storytelling, and like anime, movies, whatever. I cannot stand a freaking character who does the right thing just for the sake of doing the right thing. Like, bruh, no. What purpose are you serving? Like, where are these moral guidelines coming in from? Like, especially when it comes to superheroes and stuff. Part of the reason I don't vibe with superheroes is because they're like, ooh, I have superpowers, I should save people. I'm sorry, if I get superpowers, I am first serving my own needs, okay? And then if I need to help you, I will consider it. But I am not out here saving the world, okay? All of us are not Kim Possible, all right? That's fine. But I need no reasons. If you're out here saving people, why? If you're out here and you're super just like caring about people, like that's cool. That's a personality trait. But like at what point do you get selfish? There has to be like a balance to these things. No one is like giving of themselves all the time. And even if they are, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point. And I'm just kind of like, don't tell me that this character is just good and doing the right thing because they're good and doing the right thing. And I also hate the opposite. Like, don't tell me that this character is doing this stupid thing just for the sake of doing this stupid thing. Like, everybody has reasons. Everybody has reasons. And if your character doesn't have reasons, do you really have a character? Because you kind of have a vibe. That's how I think about it, you know? And I'm just, it gets up under my skin. It really gets up under my skin. And it's one of those things where, slight anime reference, like My Hero Academia, part of the reason why I don't watch it anymore is because Deku gets on my freaking nerves, man. Like, why? Have some character, grow a spine. Like, what? Why are we out here wanting to be the best hero? And for what? For why? Because you want to be like All Might? Well, All Might has already proven that he's just a person. So, like, what are we out here trying to do? What are we out here trying to solve? What are we out here trying to accomplish? What personal goals do we have? You know, don't even get me. I'm just saying, I like characters who have a little bit of razzle dazzle. If you got salt, we need pepper too. Okay, like we just need the full gambit of seasoning for these characters instead of just being like, oh, this character is morally gray because they out here just killing people. Why are they killing people? Because motives is what makes someone morally gray. Like, and I feel like there are too many characters out here who are lacking actual motives for doing things. But yeah, that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to it. Yeah. Let's see here. Morally great characters to me are people that don't always do good things. Exactly. They don't always do good things. And if they do good things, it's not necessarily always for the right reason. Like, okay, it's kind of like if I'm walking down the street and somebody knocks over my ice cream cone and I'm like, bruh, but then they end up jacking up this kid against a wall. I might jack up that man, but it's not about helping the kid. It's because you knocked out my ice cream cone and I'm upset about it, you know? Like, does that make me the good person? Yeah, because I helped the kid. But does it also mean, like, kind of sketch because it's just like I wasn't doing it to help the kid, you know? That's to me what morally gray looks like in like a really basic example. But that's what it looks like. It's just like, meh. Or it's just like, you know what? Like Robin Hood, very morally gray. Like, sure, he's robbing the rich people, but he's giving to the poor so they can afford to live. So, and the rich are literally stealing from the poor. So it's just like, that is morally gray. Is he doing a wrong thing? Yes, he's stealing, but he's doing it for right reasons because he's helping people. So that's what morally gray looks like. It's not just like, oh yeah, I'm stealing from the rich and I'm keeping it for myself because I want to. I want the monies. That's just a terrible person. That's not morally gray. That's just a bad person. But yeah, I digress. A character that will do whatever they feel is necessary, no matter if it's not seen as good. If a bad guy kidnaps a bunch of kids, the bad guy has to die. There won't be any taking the Joker to prison because the Joker constantly gets out and he won't stop. Exactly. Catwoman is a good morally great character. She's a thief, but she's also been known to help out if it serves her purpose and sometimes when it doesn't. And I think that's the thing. That's the thing that I think people have to remember when writing, like when they say that they're writing morally great characters, is it's all in the motive. It's all in the motive, you know, because it's just like Ashley said, you know, if Catwoman is she's stealing, but you know she'll help out if it serves her purposes. It's like if our goals align, right? And honestly, in most of the cartoons like that came out in the early 2000s, most of the villains are morally gray, because like if you think about Shigo and Draken, like they have teamed up with Kim Possible when it served their purposes, right? If you think about Dr. Doofenshmirtz, it's like he's teamed up with Perry the Platypus when it serves his own purposes, you know? And the reasons he's doing it is he has reasons, not necessarily like the best reasons, but it's just like he's just trying to be like a good dad to his daughter, and he thinks that taking over the tri-state area is going to do that. So that's what he's doing. His heart's in the right place. He just wants to be a good dad. But also, taking over the tri-state area is not the way to go about it, you know? There are lots of examples, which is interesting that, you know, it's been devolved to, oh, this person is like sexually attractive in this book, so they can get away with like murder. And I'm like, that's not necessarily how it works. That's not how any of this works. So, thank y'all for listening to my little rambles. We will jump into the next sprint at the top of the hour. So, do whatever it is that you need to do to get ready to be successful. As for me, y'all know that I'm about to go get this snack. Because I worked out this morning and I was just like, ooh, it's Monday. We're going to start the day off with like being productive and healthy. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to like work out and like do all of this stuff before stream. And I'm like, okay, but she doesn't eat until 12 and now she's hungry. Not the best plan. Not the best plan, but it is what it is. But I made it this far, so we're good. We're good. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to get back to rewriting this, because I think the other thing is, now that I've taken my break, I'm actually really excited to get back into the story, because I feel like it's getting fun again. And I feel like Brandy as a character, I'm not even going to lie, y'all. I had a moment over the weekend where I was like, you know, I think one of the things that I've been going back and forth with is, you know, how long the Wrath of the Gods series is going to be. And one of the things that I kind of keep coming back to is I really love Brandy as a character, but who she is as a character was really like based on an aspect of my personality that I have kind of like healed from through therapy. So it's just kind of like, love her, but also she was like an encapsulation of a moment that I'm no longer living in, which is why I also think that I'm so pulled to wanting to write like my next series. And so I'm like, yeah, that was just something that I've been like thinking about and not necessarily struggling with, but it's just kind of been on my mind. And so I was thinking like, I'm really excited to write this because I get to like write from Brandy's perspective, and she gets to have a couple of moments where I'm just like, yeah, this is the moment. This is the moment that I was living in when I created her character in the first place. And I feel like it just fits so perfectly with what's happening. And I'm having fun with it, and I realized that I got to a point where there are some chapters that I was not having fun with. And so like I made a little list over the weekend. I was just like, I need to go back and revisit this chapter because I remember not having fun when I wrote it. And if I'm not having fun, then the reader is probably not having fun. So I need to adjust. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. So yeah. Also, Nisi came in. Hello. Welcome, ma'am. Hope you're having a wonderful, amazing, lovely Monday morning. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, she's going to get snacks. So y'all know that my camera will probably be off, but I shouldn't be gone for the entire sprint. So we should be good. But that being said, it is now top of the hour. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Chelsea. The We Are Dying Gods is my book, Where the Origin is the first book of my series. And the way this works, we work in 30-minute sprints over here. So 30 minutes on the clock, chill hop in the background. My timer does not make noise. So when you hear me talking to you again, that means it's time to come back and let the class know what you did and what you accomplished. But yeah, that is it. Hope you guys are productive on this sprint. So happy writing, everyone.
man.
All right, you guys, welcome back from that sprint. So, I got lunch, acquired food during that sprint. Also just did some like little stuff that needed to be done. Also, I did get I did get further into this chapter. So the connective tissue is basically done at this point. So we're getting there. We're getting there, making progress slowly but surely. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket came in while we were working. Hello, welcome. Glad to have you here. Also, I'm glad to know that the streams are helping you out. That was the whole purpose of doing this, so that if you wanted to be productive, you could be productive with people who were also like working and had goals to achieve. So welcome, welcome. Also, Amanda came in while we were working. Hello, friend. If you guys are not aware, both Ash and Amanda are in the chat, so be sure to click on them, their channels, go subscribe, check it out. Amanda is sprinting later on today, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so she will be sprinting once I sign off. And Ash sprints on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And she sprints from 6 to 8. And she's actually been sprinting longer. So if you guys are more like afternoon sprinters, for sure, make sure you are subscribed to both of them. The schedule for March Madness is in the description box below, as well as links to their actual channel. And both of them are featured on my channel, so be sure to check them out. And if you like their content, like, go ahead and get into it. Okay, great. Glad we discovered that. So, let's see here. Read, Love, Listen also came in. Hello, welcome. I hope you are having an amazing day. Glad you could make it to hang out with us. So yeah. Also, I believe Joanne is here. I think that's what the JK stands for. So Joanne is here. Hello, welcome. Hope you are thriving. And let's see here. Let's see. So 9:30. It is 9:30 where you're at. So 12. Are you on Pacific time, Uncle Bucket? Is that where you're at? I think that's the math that's mathing right now. But yeah. Awesome. I love when you guys are like, Chelsea, you don't need to keep reminding me. I'm already subscribed to everybody. Thank you. Y'all are amazing for that. Appreciate it. So yeah, let me know how you guys did on that sprint. If you just got here, let us know what you are working on and how you're doing this wonderful Monday morning. And yeah. Let's see here. Nisha said got a nice 426 words in and wrapped up a really key inspirational scene. Yes, love that. Let's see here. Last said I'm trying to work on my fantasy romance novel alongside doing work things. Feel that. I feel like I'm trying to balance a lot of things today. But that's okay. That's okay, because sometimes it'd be like that. So, also, because today is Monday and Amanda is streaming on her channel for writing sprints as well, just a reminder, I am getting off at 2 p.m. today. Tomorrow I will be streaming until 4 because Ash's stream starts at 6. So, just to be aware of what's happening. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket, West Coast for sure. Okay, see, look at my math. Look at me knowing time zones. Okay. Let's see. I'm writing a really stressful scene, so I'm trying to push through it. I understand that. Like, okay, so would love to know y'all's opinion on this. How do y'all feel about writing like high emotional scenes, like when your characters are stressed or like it's a really pivotal moment or et cetera, because I am of the mindset where I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, okay, every chapter needs to have a purpose and every chapter needs to leave the reader feeling something, asking questions, being interested. Like it needs to engage them somehow, mentally, emotionally, like on a base, like I relate to this so hard level, something, right? It shouldn't just be there to be there. So how do y'all feel about writing those like high intensity chapters? Because personally, I guess because the story that I'm writing, I kind of like it because when things get tense, they kind of I don't want to say they get violent, but I feel like it creates a space for my characters to really just be like who they are to the fullest, and I just really enjoy that. Even when like they're under high stress situations, I'm just like, yeah, like you're going through some things, but you got this, babes. You got this. We're just gonna keep going. But I know that everyone doesn't feel that way because I know, La, you mentioned last week that you were writing like a high intensity, like emotional moment for your characters and it was putting you through it. So, how do y'all feel about pacing that out, like both as an author and as a reader? Because personally, I'm like, I want something to be happening all the time. Like, I want to stay, keep me interested, you know? And I know some authors subscribe to like, I need to give the reader time to breathe. But I'm like, I don't want to breathe. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be entertained, you know? But I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like that. Uh, let's see here. um, let's see here. Joanne also mentioned that she is working on a project, Sugar and Spice, and she writes bakery contemporary romance. So if you have not checked her out, be sure to do that. Let's see here. I'm on chapter 8. Main character just got to the village leading into the second ring of hell, and she's consuming everyone to become powerful enough to kill the devil. What? What? I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that description. You better tell us more about this book, Uncle Bucket. I need to know more. Like immediately. Immediately. What? Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Last said, emotional scenes drive me, but they also have the ability of hurting my soul. I love them a lot personally. You know what? I feel that. I feel that. Amanda is finishing up her YouTube video script. You got this, love. You better get those words in. Productivity. Any way, by any means necessary. Any productivity means necessary. There we go. Sometimes after writing them, though, I need a break because it's a lot. Fair. Uncle Buck said I need the right music for that, to be honest. The romance, I need some sappy music. Angry fights, I need angry music, and I need them to be there for a reason. So yeah, in my opinion. Okay. So y'all are like with me and agreeing that like there needs to be a reason and needs to keep going. Like I don't want to break. I don't want to break as a reader. I don't want to just be like, oh, this chapter was chill. If I feel like I can skip it as a reader, that means that it should have been cut. It should have been edited. It should have been like, yeah, at no point do I as a reader want to be like just flipping pages, be like, I can just skip this. They just chilling. You know, they're cool. But like everything should mean something. Every word should count, you know? You shouldn't have, 100,000 words in your story, but like 30,000 of them are just like filler and fluff. It's just like, yeah, nix that. All right. Get rid of it. Let's see here. Let's see how. It's a lead up to set the stage for my main character's mom and her cousin's dad are the way they are. Okay. Backstory. Emotional stressful scenes can be intense, but I try to do some aftercare when I'm done because in a way writing those scenes are therapy. True. Very true. And I guess also like I said in the beginning of this, like giving yourself time to take a break from writing because it can be really intense. So sometimes you just have to be like breathe, but then like get back into it, you know? That's how I be feeling anyway. I don't know if I'm odd or not. I find it therapeutic to write those scenes, but it's hard to tap into the scenes when I'm overwhelmed, stressed with something in my life. That's real. It's very hard sometimes it can be really hard to write something when you're in the midst of it. Even though it's therapeutic, it can be really hard to put your character through something that you are currently dealing with in present time. I have found that when I do that, usually it's because it's like, okay, I need to get through this, but also like, how do I put it? A lot of times when I'm in that situation where I'm like trying to put my character through something that I'm currently going through, I generally have to wait until I am through the thing in order to write my characters. Like I have to live more before I can write the story the way that I want to write it, you know? Because it's just like how I react to a situation is not necessarily how my characters would react to a situation, even if they're going through the same thing, you know? And I think that's also a lesson that I kind of wish people talked about more on the internet. How, like, sometimes it's not that you're not a good writer. Sometimes the experiences that you need to include in your story, you have not had them yet. Sometimes you need to live more before you can write your story the way that you envision it in your mind. And it's not anything about like your skill, is literally about like timing. You know, at least that's what I believe personally, because I believe everything happens for a reason and everything happens in its own right time. But I know that everybody doesn't have that kind of like mindset. So take that for it what you will. Let's see here. I published my Friends to Never Friends to Lovers novella, Culinary Confessions on Amazon. So now I'm revising the companion novel to that book. Awesome. So Culinary Confessions. Be sure to check that out, you guys. Let's see here. Trying my hand at giving main characters a chance to breathe, only to hit them with something and suck the life from them. Mo came in. Hello. Welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Would it be okay to give me a rent so I can hyperlink to my book? Sure. There you go. You have a wrench now, so have at it. Let's see here. Once I feel like I'm slogging through, I have to dig into the outline to figure out something else. That means a lot. My story is about a princess who fell in love with her best friend, only for them to get caught, and the love interest gets burned at the stake. Then the princess acquires demon magic, is sucked into hell, and goes on a path of vengeance to bring her beloved back, during the course of which she eats every demon and god to become powerful enough. Yo, I want this book. What? Okay. That sounds like an adventure, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let me know. Let me know. Cause I'm interested. I'm invested at this point. Okay. We're gonna get back into this next sprint, you guys. Otherwise, I will sit here and like read the comments all day. But feel free to drop the best description you have of your book in the comments, and I'll read them on our next break. So this is your chance to practice if you're not used to it. You know, tell us what your book is about. Bonus points if you can get it in one comment. Okay. Let's see here. We are going to start 45 minutes after, so we've got about 1 minute to get ourselves together. I'm going to have my camera off, but I am going to be sitting here actually writing, but I have chickpeas. Y'all know I like these little chickpeas. I toss them in the air fryer. They take like 10 minutes. So I have my little chickpeas here that I'm be munching on. And Benjamin, if he's listening to this, is going to bring me some ice water. And we are going to get into this sprint and be productive, because that's what we're going to do. And hopefully Benjamin's listening and will bring me some ice water because I'm thirsty. If he does not, I will have to get up and get it myself at some point. But yeah. Let's see here. Okay, Leia has her description in already. A young woman survives in a colony that is running out of natural resources, rapidly becoming a wasteland. As sandstorms keep sweeping the settlement, she is faced with an impossible decision. Okay. Love it. Okay. All right, for real. 12:45. We're about to get into this next sprint. 30 minutes on the clock. Chill hop in the background. When you hear me talking to you again, it is time to come back and share what you did with the class. Don't know why I said that like that, but y'all already know what it is. So let's go ahead and get to this next sprint. I hope y'all are productive. All right, beautiful people. That is it for that sprint. So let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As for me, I'm definitely making some solid progress on this chapter. I've gotten to the part where I'm just kind of like reworking things so that it flows better. So I'm not actually having to like write a whole lot at this point because I've gotten all the connective pieces in. So at this point, I am just moving things around to get them where I need to be. So far, so good. So yeah. But let's see here. Shout out to Mama Maggie who came in while we were sprinting. Hello, welcome. Hope you are having a beautiful Monday. And let's see here. We got a couple more descriptions. So let's see here. We have Laya's already. So let's see here. Joanne said, well, When two pastry chefs go toe-to-toe in a baking competition, things get messier than expected when feelings get involved. Will they be able to withstand the romance simmering between them, or will they crack under the pressure? Ooh, love it. That sounds like a really cute rom-com. So that sounds adorable, honestly. Honestly. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket said the title that they're going with is Warden of the Damned. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm vibing with that. I like that. Let's see here. La said a bar owner hands out chaos to her patrons and one day gets visited by an angry dragon whose charge falls victim to her. When her powers fail, she must figure out how to get rid of the whole coven. Yo, that sounds amazing. Like a bar that hands out chaos? What? Okay. Dragons? Look, you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, just so you guys know, we are a community. So if any of these sound interesting, writering-ish, like make sure that y'all are connecting with each other because these books sound amazing. And y'all can bet your bottom dollar that I'm being y'all DMs when these books are ready. Like, so, like, where is it? Where can I get the copy? Where's the juice? Huh? Let me know. Let me know. So yeah. Let's see here. Consensus is that we love dragons. Love that for us. Let's see here. Conversations. And okay. Last night I got a page written and I think I'm about to finish this chapter. Whoop whoop. Love that for you. Congrats. Y'all, my brain stopped in the middle of trying to read it because I was trying to read like 5 comments at one time. So let's try this again. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket got 150 words of refining. Awesome. Let's see here. Mo got 171 words. Love it. Mama Maggie said if dad was a dispatcher and mom an EMT or nurse, like we talked about the other day, those are the stress professions that they could have retired from. Okay, I feel like that's responding to someone else's, but that's also good advice. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket said the main character just got to Hell's public library of sorts and is trying to get over her fear of fire because her girlfriend was burned alive. You know, that's a legitimate fear. Thank you for giving your characters reasons for things because that is like literally one of my pet peeves. Like, I know that some people are the way that they are and not everything is like related to a traumatic experience. Like some people, like myself, they're just afraid of spiders. There's no reason for it. It's just like, that's a thing. But it's just like, if you're going to have something be a significant part of someone's character, I love it when there are reasons behind it. You know, it's not like just this arbitrary thing that you just decided to like throw in there, you know? And it's something that sounds like it's also like related directly to the plot of the story. So it's also not just like a random thing. So love that. Respect that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Joanne said, "Oh, thank you. Well, I don't have the book out yet, but I'm hoping to self-publish this fall or winter." Got you. Good luck. You've got this. Technically, my books are self-published. They're both self-published and indie published. Indie published because I did create my own imprint. Written in Melanin is a like legit LLC and a legit publishing company. But I am currently the only employee who publishes books. So technically my books are like self-published and indie published. So I know a little something about a little something. So if you ever have any questions, let me know. But yeah, actually we have another 5 minutes. If there's any like writer related question that y'all have for me that y'all would like me to like speak on during this break, feel free to drop it in the chat and I will share what I can. Free advice. Woo, love it. Let's see here. I'm talking what occupation my male main character's parents could have. Got you. Okay. I'm caught up to the conversation. Like, I saw y'all in the comments, but I was also over here on the other side of my screen. I was just like, I see them, but I have to work. I see them, but I have to work. So, cool. Thank you for catching me up. Let's see here. Uncle Bucket said, I'm afraid of spiders in real life, and I specifically chose to make the main character a spider monster lady to help me get over my own fear. Okay. That's a choice. I respect you for it. Could not do it myself. So much respect. Much respect. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Not built for it. But I respect it. I respect it. um, let's see here. Mama Maggie said, I love world building and character building. Same. Same. Honestly, same. Also, if any of you guys want to donate to getting Project Sugar and Spice self-published, I have a Ko-Fi, so Joanne dropped the link for that. Uncle Bucket said, I want to know literally everything about publishing. Well, not enough time to tell you absolutely everything, but I will do a slight plug. I do have coaching services if anyone is interested, where I do one-on-one coaching where it's like from step one, finish the book, to step whatever of, hey, book is done and it's out in the world. So everyone I've worked with has been extremely satisfied thus far. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can always check me out, writteninmelanin.com. There is a link. I believe it's the first one in the description box below, writteninmelanin.com/links. But yeah, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific about that for me, darling. What do you mean everything? Let's see here. Mom Maggie said, I created an LLC too. NaNoWriMo, which I decided to start publishing because having the same name across all platforms is so important. Yeah, it is the one mistake I didn't make when I started publishing. I've learned so much about spider anatomy recently. So, okay. So I will agree and go off of what Mama Maggie said. One of the easiest things to do, like as an author, that I always recommend to people is just like, if you can, get the same username across platform, because it makes it so much easier. And I know, like, when you first start out, it's kind of like, okay, well, nobody really knows me, I could change it later on, yada yada yada. But if you're building your audience as you're going along, you're not going to want to change your username, and you never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. And it's a lot easier to be like, oh, I'm C. Lockhart Wright on everywhere, right? And then it's just kind of like wherever people go, they can just search it, and then it'll be me, instead of being like, okay, but I'm this person on this platform and this person on this one and this person on that one. It can get kind of confusing, and when you have consistent branding, it just makes things a lot easier, and that applies like across the board. So like if you go look up, I don't know, like Nike or whatever on any social media platform, they're going to have the same handle on every social media platform, and you're going to know it's them right off the bat. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of want the same kind of branding for yourself when you are creating your author stuff, because it's just kind of like the moment you decide to write a book and that you're writing it to put it out in the world, you're basically making a decision to start a business. So just start small. It doesn't have to be like a giant thing, especially if you get advice on the internet talking about like author branding and stuff. There'll be like, oh, you need to pick colors, and you need to have a website, and then you need to have all your username, you need to have a social media, and you need to have all your links in one place. You need to do this, and this. And it's just like, you can start small. Just like if you know that you're not ready for an author website, if you know you're not ready for a newsletter, just decide on what you want your username to be, and then just like grab that username across profiles. And then that way, even if you do switch along the way, because like for me, I started out on Instagram. I hate Instagram. So it's just like now I'm on Twitter and TikTok, but I have the same handle and my Instagram still exists. So the people who were there were able to like follow me to other platforms, and people can still find me there and then find out where I'm active. And it's not a whole lot of hoop jumping. And it also helps because if you cross promote, which you should definitely cross promote, a lot of people will know your handle on whatever platform they're referencing you on. And it helps if it's the same on the platform that you're actually doing the thing on. Meaning, like, if you were on Twitter and you're like, oh, I posted this about this on my Instagram, and somebody is referencing you, it helps if your username on Twitter and Instagram are the same. That way, when they tag you, because some people do that, whether accidentally or intentionally, then it still goes to the correct place. You see what I'm saying? So get that same username across board. Free advice. But yeah, let's see here. I saw the coaching. Absolutely. I'll absolutely be taking advantage of that when the manuscript is done. Awesome. It is definitely open. And also a reminder that consultations don't cost anything. So you just have to go to my website and sign up. It's free for 30 minutes, and we could talk about what it is that you're looking for and make sure that we're a good fit for each other. So yeah. And La said, can confirm the consultation is a big help. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm happy. I love helping people, y'all. I just need y'all to know that is like legit. So, feel free to like reach out. That's like my jam. I get a kick out of it. That being said, We will do one more sprint. Yeah, one more sprint. At because it's almost 1:30. So, Amanda starts streaming at 2. So we're gonna do one more sprint, and we will. I think I'm gonna adjust it down to a 25-minute sprint. That way we have time to come back and check in with each other before we head over to Amanda's sprint. All in favor, say aye. And I realize there's a delay, so I'm going to continue rambling to myself so I don't just sit here in silence. But let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm going to change it regardless, but you can let me know how you feel about it if you like. But yeah, we're going to do 25 minutes this last sprint so that when we start, we have time to come back and check in with each other before Amanda starts her stream for these March Madness. There we go. Awesome. I love how like some of y'all just dropped the letter I. I love that for you guys. Was not expecting that, but that's dope. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see here. Nisi said, IG gets on my nerves too sometimes, but I get the most engagement there besides on the clock app. Yo, I do not like Instagram. I do not go over there unless I have to. And the only time I go over there is when I have already created a graphic and I'm going to post it anyway. Otherwise, not doing it. No, thank you. It's not in me. I don't like it. And also, I don't know. I feel like when I come over here and I talk to you guys, I feel like I get so much engagement and it feels like a community. I feel the same way on the clock app. Like, I feel like there's a more of a community there, but I don't feel the same way on Instagram. I feel like it's more so like people peeking in the window and be like, huh, what you doing? And then like going on about their day. I don't know. It could be a personal thing, but it's just something that I feel that I'm not really for. Also, Mama Maggie said, happy equinox to everyone. I wish I could stay, but hubby is off for a few days and he has made all the plans for us that he forgot to tell me. Enjoy your day off. I hope your day is lovely. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we will see you next time. See you again. But yeah, I was going to say something else, but it do be like that. Honestly, what's shameful, y'all, is I honestly don't even remember what I was talking about. So I don't even know what you're agreeing to right now, Law. That is where my brain is at. I need help. But it is 30 minutes after the hour, so we're going to go ahead and hop into this final sprint. Make sure you get in all the words that you need to get in. Be as productive as you need to be. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Hope you guys are successful, and we will talk in 25 minutes. All right, beautiful people. That is it for that sprint. It is it for this stream, basically. So, last time for today, let me know what you did, how you did, what you got accomplished. As for me, like I said, I'm not really keeping up with my word count goal, but I did get 4,810 words while we were on stream. Most of that was pulling stuff from my graveyard, so a little bit of a cheat, but also, like I've been saying on all of these streams, keep everything so that you can throw it back in there when you need it. So, also, Uncle Bucket had to dip out, so hopefully they have an amazing, wonderful day. Also, Snowly Games came in. Hello, welcome. We are about to sign off, but I'm glad that you got to stop by. So yeah, let me know how you guys did. I am going to hopefully finish this up. My goal for today is to just finish cleaning up this this scene rather, and to make sure that it works before moving on to other stuff that needs to be done. I'm feeling a little bit refreshed, so hopefully I'll be able to get more done. So just so you guys know, Amanda is sprinting on her channel. It starts at 2 p.m. So make sure that you are heading over to her channel. She is linked down in the description box below. So head on over there if you would like to continue working. Myself, I actually have a meeting at 2 o'clock, so you will not see me in the chat, but I will be making my rounds on the other sprints as I can throughout the week. But not gonna lie, this is a very busy week for me. So hopefully everything will work out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming by the channel, for sprinting with me, for being a part of the community. I really appreciate you guys. And I am a, what is it? Words of affirmation type person. Like, that's how I express my love language is words of affirmation. So I need y'all to know that I really appreciate you. And thank you guys for being here, for sprinting with me, for being productive, for talking in the chat, for being a community. Y'all are the best. Seriously appreciate y'all. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. If you haven't already, feel free to check out my Wrath of the Gods series. We Are the Origin is the first book, and it's about a group of assassins who have to work together to save the gods and the realm from destruction. Book 1 is already out, available in every format that you could possibly want, and We Are Dying Gods is coming up next. It's releasing on August 29th, so be sure to go ahead and pre-order that. I do have a box that will have the hardback. It comes with the ebook. It's signed, bookmarks, stickers, pre-order merch, maps, all of that good stuff. So be sure to get into it, check it out. Make sure you pre-order it because it is limited. So, and if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for a friend. Tell a friend about it. All of that good stuff. Links for everything in the description box below. So yeah, and if you are interested in coaching services with me, feel free to book a consultation with me. Like I said, consultations are free, so feel free to check that out. I like to be helpful as I can possibly be and share everything that I know about indie publishing. So yeah, that's it. That's it, you guys. I'm not going to continue to ramble. Links to everything in the description box below. Head over to Amanda's channel, and yeah, until next time, you guys, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye, guys. Oh, like the stream if you haven't already. Okay, for real. Bye this time.